Hey, what is up, guys? I'm back here with another Wi-Fi battle. It's your boy Pro. And looking at my opponent's team, he got some crazy threats. And I could tell my opponent used to eat pace in kindergarten, and he don't like to follow the rules, because I think Shaymin Sky is actually Uber, but it don't matter. And at the end of the video, I'm actually gonna have a question, Pokemon question for you guys. So look out for that too. And let's get started, man. You know what I mean? You see my little son team. But yeah, so he leads off with his Espeon, and now I lead off with my Zapdos. My boy my electric duck. But anywho, I just decided to just hit this thing with a Thunderbolt just to get some damage off it. And he actually goes for a yarn, so I'm pretty cool with that. You know what I mean? Zapdos is pretty sleepy, but I'm thinking about switching them out. So I hit this thing with a Thunderbolt, and that does tons of damage to this Espeon. So I'm out here doing my little dance because I'm pretty happy with that. And I decided to switch out and go into my circle face, long neck turtle, my boy Torkoal, and we're gonna get the sun up. So we out here, you know, sunny, like a summer's day. And here I decided to just go for a flamethrower because what Torkoal actually does is just for support, you know what I mean? And flamethrower just give the boost from the sun, give flamethrower good power. So down goes Espeon, and right now the battle's looking up for us right now. So we're 5-6, and here he decided to go to his Empoleon, and I was hoping that the Empoleon would go for rocks, because I know that my Zapdos can just defog them. But he actually made a smart play and actually double switch. So he goes into the Shaymin, and Shaymin is gorgeous in BDSP. And I go into my Zapdos, and I don't really know much about Shaymin sets. I know that there's one with the Leech Seed sub and Seed Flare, Ash Slash, and stuff like that, but that's all I know. So it hits me with Seed Flare, and that does heaps. That's crazy. But it's fine though, because now I'm just gonna hit this thing with a Thunderbolt and show him who's boss. And it's an all-out brawl right now. So I hit this thing with a Thunderbolt, and I can't take another Seed Flare. So something's gonna either have to die, or hopefully take the resist hit. And my Victory Belt, my Deep Throat, was actually looking like the contestant. So here I decided to switch into my Victory Belt here, and my Victory Belt's out here looking cool, and it goes for a Dazzling Gleam. And luckily, I am so happy that it did. So the Life Orb is actually going to take it out, and down goes Shaymin. So like I said, right now we're 4-6. We're going in right now. We are strong. And next he's gonna go into his Rotom, his this old oven body ain't having that. But anyways, yeah, I decided to just go for a Sleep Powder and just try to throw as much Sludge Bomb as I can on this thing. So right now Rotom, he's getting some Z's and stuff. He's having some wet dreams. So yeah, I decided to just go for a Sludge Bomb and hit this thing in his face. And that does about half. So the next one will kill, and he gets the first turn sleep. But luckily he goes for a Will-O-Wisp and not an Overheat. So this battle is looking like we're just gonna take it. So he gets some leftovers eating his animal crackers, and I get the burn damage, which is cool with me because I don't really mind that. I can just hit this thing with another Sludge Bomb. And here he actually decides to switch out, and he goes into his Empoleon. So Empoleon is stainless steel, and the toxic ain't doing anything to it. So the sun's gonna fade, and I do not like this because my only grass move is Solar Beam, and it can't do much when the sun's up. So I decided to switch out here and go into my I go back into my turtle, Mr. Longneck. Torkoal and Ampharos got some long necks, man. But here he ended up throwing some stealth rocks, just throwing some stones in my field, my side of the field, and we don't really like that. So I decided to throw some stones back on his side of the field. So I tried to, and it hits me with a skull, and down goes my Franklin. If you guys ever read that book, Franklin? But anywho, I decided to go into my Zapdos because Zapdos is just awesome. You know what I mean? Come on, man, look at my boy Zapdos. Um, anyway, I get some whatchamacallit, stealth rock damage, but it's fine though. And I was just trying to think, like, should I go for the ruse or the defog, or should I go for the ancient power? But the Empoleon decided to switch out, and he's gonna eat his leftovers inside his Pokeball. And here comes Gary the Snail, and I'm just thinking, like, okay, so this is probably a Miracle set, but who knows? I get the roost up, and here I decided to just go for the defog because rocks on anybody's side of the field is no good. So I go for the defog and get the rocks off, and here this freaking goddamn snail tried to go for an earthquake, thinking I was gonna roost again. Nope. So now I decided to switch out again because Zapdos can't really do squat to this thing, to this strong snail here. So yeah, I go out to my Charizard, my whole Black Dragon. You feel me? Red Eyes Black Dragon, and here this goddamn snail. That's what I was gonna say. Goddamn snail every time hits me with a skull, and that does a good amount. But with the solar power, it is really not good. But anyway, he actually switches out, which was a really good play on his part. So we're making a lot of good predictions and a lot of over predictions, and you guys will see that in the future of this video. So I hit this thing with a solar power, and I know this thing is leftovers, so I know that I'm gonna outspeed it next turn and just get rid of it. So I go for another solar beam, and it almost takes it out. So I'm gonna get the solar power damage, and this thing's gonna eat the lunch that its mom packed him. So I was thinking about just going for another solar beam and just getting rid of this thing. So it goes for a protect, and that's pretty bad because now I'm gonna get solar power damage. So he gets the protect, and it start eating the lunch that his mom packed him. So here I decided to switch out because I was predicting that he was gonna go into his Empoleon, and the sun is down, and I'm Specs, so I can't really do much to this thing without the sun. The sun is basically my whole team. So here he smacked me with a Volt Switch, and he goes into his Heracross actually. And if you're bringing out a Heracross against a flying type, you are scarfed. So now he goes out to this dung beetle, and he's out here looking for poop, and my Zapdos do not have any. So I decided to go into my Quagsire because he's the best Pokemon to handle Heracross movesets. So I go out to my Doofus, my boy, and I get hit with the Stone Edge. But Quagsire is a beast and is hungry, so he just eat it like spaghetti meatballs. And here he actually decides to switch out, and he goes into Gary the Snail, the Gastrodon. I completely forgot about this Pokemon, but it's fine. So I decided to just go for a stockpile here, get my defenses up, because you can't just be getting beaten up without having your defenses in. But anywho, so here this snail actually goes for a yarn, and my Quagsire got very small eyes, so it misses. It's toxic. So now my Quagsire is drowsy, and I don't really like that. So I decided to switch out here and go into my Victory Belt because I just need somebody that as fodder, and I could just bring another Pokemon in. And also my Victory Belt is burnt, so if it was to go for another yarn, I know that it wouldn't work. So, but however, it does go for an earthquake, and down goes my Victory Belt, man. Damn, my deep throat. But anyways, Now it's good because it gives me a free switch in now to go into my Dragonite, the OG dragon. And here I decided to go for a dragon dance because Gastrodon is bulky as balls, and it's good to get a special attack and speed up. So here he goes for another yarn, and this contagious motherfucker is making everybody drowsy. But the good thing is my Dragonite do have a Lumberry, so when he's sleeping, he's going to eat his Lumberry because that's how Pokemon mechanics work. So here I end up going for an Outrage, and I take out the Gastrodon. Thank God, because that Pokemon was extremely annoying. I do get to sleep, but I am going to eat a Lumberry, so that's going to wake up my Dragonite, and we're going to continue with the Outrage and be crazy. So he goes back to his Empoleon, and I have no choice but to go into Outrage. So now this is bad because I know I could probably go for an Ice Beam and take out my Dragonite. So and also I do have the Confusion, and it's just all bad overall. However, he goes for a Skull, so that is good. And what's really good about it is that I don't get the burn. So that gives me a free switch into going to another Pokemon. And here I decided I just should go into my Zapdos because I know that my Zapdos could take another Skull and revenge kill it with a T-Bolt. So here he actually goes for the Skull, then throws some boiling water at me. So I'm assuming that this Empoleon doesn't have the Ice Beam, and that is really good because my Dragonite and Zapdos don't have to be as worried as much. But here I decided to go for the Thunderbolt, and he actually switches out here to his Rotom. So that's cool because I know that this T-Bolt will kill it. So I hit him, and down goes Rotom, man. Oh, crazy oven mitt. That's why the washing machine is much better. But anyways, now he goes back into this Heracross, and yeah, I decided to switch out and go into my Dragonite because I know that this thing is scarfed, and I don't want him to get the Moxie boost. So here he goes for the Mega Horn, and that does tons of damage to my Dragonite. Even though I resist it, he gets a crit, man. Unbelievable. So now I'm like, you know what? I know that he got a crit, and that did do a lot of damage. But I know now that I can live this one, and I do with 2 health. So here I go for the Outrage, and it barely takes it out, man. Dang, that is crazy. So he goes for another Mega Horn, and his Mega Horn, he must have a huge horn because he haven't missed at all. And down goes my Dragonite. So I've noticed something, that this Heracross doesn't have the Moxie boost. So that is really awesome. And here I made a really, really bad mistake. So I thought that since he's locked into Mega Horn, I was going to switch out and go into my Zapdos, thinking that he was going to go into his Empoleon. But he actually stays in and hits me with a Mega Horn, and down goes my Zapdos. So that I'm foolish for that. But down goes my Zapdos, man. But the good thing, he does get the static. So I decided to go into my Charizard, which I completely forgot about. And here I know that a Flamethrower will take it out because I outspeed it now. So I go for the Flamethrower, and down goes the Stag Beetle, man. So it's really down to the wire right now. But the good thing is that this Heracross is down, and I'm very happy with that. So his last Pokemon is the Empoleon, and I decided to send some specs into Flamethrower. I might as well just go for it again, and that does a lot of damage and brings it down to red. So it hits me with a Scald, and down goes my Charizard. But now it comes down to the wire. So we have about 2 minutes left. It's his Empoleon against my Quagsire, Mr. Doofus, the boss man. So anyway, I go into my Quagsire, and I decided to click Skull because I know that 2 Skulls will probably take it out where it's at. It goes for a Skull, and it it does tons of damage to my Quagsire. I couldn't believe this. But I realized that obviously Empoleon has the torrent ability, and I was probably drinking before I when I did this battle. But question of the day is what is your favorite steel type for BDSP? And with that being said, goodbye. And we post wins, loses, you name it.